If you keep scrolling through everyone else's lives and quietly feeling like you've fallen behind in your own, I want you to know this: you're not behind. You're just trying to run on somebody else's clock. Here's something almost nobody admits out loud. That ache you feel when an old classmate buys a house, or a friend lands the title, or someone younger than you does the exact thing you always meant to do. That ache isn't proof you're failing. It's proof you've been measuring your life against a timeline that was never yours to begin with. And the strange part is, the people you're comparing yourself to are doing the very same thing, just pointed at someone else. So let me walk you through what's actually happening here. When you look at another person's life, you don't see their life. You see their highlight reel. The wedding, not the doubt before it. The promotion, not the 3 years of being passed over. The finished house, not the debt holding it up. You're comparing your behind the scenes, all of it. The mess and the fear and the unfinished, against their best 3 seconds. That was never a fair fight, and some part of you knows it. And here's the thing about a clock. A clock only tells you you're late if there's a schedule, but who wrote yours? Somewhere along the way you absorbed a list. Degree by this age, settled by that one, successful by some invisible deadline. And you never once stopped to ask whether you actually agreed to it. It's not your schedule. You inherited it. Let me tell you about someone. I'll call him Sam. By every clock that mattered to the people around him, Sam was late. His friends were buying second homes while he was starting over in a field he'd only just discovered he loved. At reunions, he'd do that thing we all do: smile, nod, and quietly tally up everywhere he fell short. He told me once that he felt like everyone got a map at birth, and his had been printed wrong. What Sam couldn't see at the time was that the people he envied were quietly envying someone too. The friend with the second home was watching Sam start something new and aching for the courage to do the same. Everyone on that racetrack was running flat out, eyes fixed sideways, certain they were losing, and not one of them was looking at where their own track was actually heading. And then Sam did one small thing that changed everything. He stopped looking sideways. The work he's proudest of now didn't come from catching up to anyone. It came the moment he started asking where he wanted to go, instead of how fast everyone else was getting there. There's a name for the trap Sam was in. A psychologist named Leon Festinger called it social comparison theory. His finding was simple and a little uncomfortable. When we have no objective way to measure ourselves, we measure against other people instead. It's automatic. Your brain does it without asking you. But here's what Festinger also showed. The comparison only stings when you pick someone on a completely different path and pretend you're on the same one. So the fix isn't to try harder to win a race you never entered. The fix is to change what you're looking at. And there are 3 signs you've started doing exactly that. The first sign is that other people's wins stop feeling like your losses. When a friend succeeds and your honest first reaction is something close to genuine happiness instead of a quiet flinch, that's not you becoming a better person overnight. That's you stepping off their track and back onto your own, where there's suddenly enough room for both of you. The second sign is that you start measuring against yesterday, not against everyone. The only fair comparison you will ever make is between who you are today and who you were a year ago. That's a race with one runner, on a track only you can see, and it's the only one that has ever actually mattered. The third sign is that the scrolling gives you less. You open the app out of habit, and instead of that familiar pull, you feel a kind of flatness. Because some part of you has finally realized you were never watching other people's lives. You were just renting out your own attention to feel behind in it. If any of that landed, I want you to stop apologizing to a clock you never set. You are not running late. You're running your own race, on your own ground, at the only pace that was ever yours. The deadline you keep flinching at doesn't exist. Somebody handed it to you, and you're allowed to hand it back. Theodore Roosevelt is supposed to have said it best. Comparison is the thief of joy. And it really is a thief, because it steals something you can't get back. The quiet, ordinary satisfaction of a life that is actually yours, lived on time, by the only clock that counts. So put the other clocks down. You were never behind. You were just looking the wrong way.